Now, I take great pleasure in introducing Ingrid Jensen, who has worked hand in hand with us in developing the register payment solution. Ingrid, before you jump in and show the register payments, why not familiarise everyone with the process that you had before and the process that you now have?
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Alan, and thank you, Julie. So prior to getting our payment portal, we would raise our fees in our registers. Then we would go through and create a report with the applicant name and email address. This was all very manual. This report would be imported to a mail service. And again, it was manual. From here, some of the report was quite poor quality. Email addresses might not be correct. Applicants may not be correct. Once the mail service sent the email to our customers, we found that our customers didn't particularly like opening attachments, and the whole look and feel was not very, very professional. From there, our customers would ring up and either pay online through our community portal or pay over the phone. The issue we had last year in particular, our default payments through the portal were not shown. So when a client goes on to pay their fee, sometimes they would guess how much money they have to pay, which caused a lot of problems throughout the register. So all in all, not very professional. And then the receipting and reconciliation was done manually and quite painful for our finance staff because they had to go chasing to see what register was paid where. So from there, we decided to bring about a payment portal. So we still raise our fees in the register. The difference is now we have an automated solution. So we import our payments into an ERP, from the ERP. From there, we can send out the emails directly to the customers with our BPoint link. So when the customer gets an email, they see our logo, they see a lot of professional template or form, and they would pre-fill the BPoint. All they needed to do is put their credit card and their number in. And then once they go pay and submit, they receive an email receipt straight away. From there, we get real-time agency receipting. So the receipt goes straight into our register and the payment goes straight against a line. So this has greatly improved our system. We're getting a lot of good feedback from our customers and also from our team that are using the payment portal. For example, our food register. I'm just going to share my screen now. And this is what our payment portal looks like. So it's really nice and clean. Once the payment requests are made in the register, we would click on the import and we would import our payments from this system here. It would take about 2 or 3 minutes to import all our payments. We can view our payment requests.
Sorry, Ingrid.
Yes.
I think the screen might have to be shared again. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not. We
It's not
can't.
sharing. No, it's gone again.
Just a quick question while you're getting that up, Ingrid, from one of our attendees. What ERP do you use? Is it Civica Authority?
It is. It's Civica Authority Altitude. We went to Altitude last year.
Great, thank you.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes, all good.
Oh, awesome. So go back to once we raise our payment requests in the register, we can import our fees in using this system here. And we can do multiple imports. And then that takes about 2 or 3 minutes to do. Very, very quick. We can view our payments in this tab and we can see we can search, we can filter, we can see straight away, you know, what payments need to be made. From here, we send out our notifications. Now, we're on a reminder at this stage. So we've sent out our reminders. It took probably about 15 minutes all up. So we can send all the reminders out, or we can choose which person we want, which vendor we want to send our reminders to. The one thing we really love about this system is the customization of the actual template that goes out. If I scroll down, it's highly customizable. So we have here reminder, annual food premise 2025, payment required. We change some of the information, not a lot. And you can hard code information in there specific to the council. Okay. So once we change that customization, we can send it to all our subscribers or just send it to selected users. Okay, and you do that by just simply clicking on the button here, and you can put your own email address in or the person's email address. So if I was doing something up here, I could just send this particular person would like a reminder, which we've done, and send an email. That would send, that's how quick it is. That sends an email to myself. And this is the sort of email, this is what a customer will get. Okay. I'm sorry. This is what the email, this is what the customer will get to begin with. It's got a reminder on it. It's got our own logos and headers, everything there. It tells them everything they need to know about the payment. Once they click on Pay Now, this sends them to the B point. I'm not going to pay this one, but this is what they say. They can put in their credit card number, everything, information in there, pay and submit. So once they pay and submit, they will get this sent to them. They get an actual receipt. So it's very, very clean, very quick. And once that's done, here's the sort of receipt that they receive. So they'll also receive a receipt. If we need to re-import to do our reminders or to do another letter to people, we can actually go back to the site and just re-import all the information.
Can you just show us the receipt, please?
I'll show you the receipt. So this is what the receipt looks like for our vendors. I'll just close that. So again, it's really nice and clean. Tells them exactly what they're paying and what the receipt is for. The nice thing about this, the nice thing I like about this is it also sends them a receipt for each payment. We have a lot of vendors who have a market stall and a business. So we've got a lot of really good feedback on that, saying, oh, it's really, really clean. They know exactly what they're paying. So it's very, very clean. You can see a payment notification history and you see any payments that are processed. So your payment gateway is in your control. So when you're sending payments off to a third party or a mailing house, it's really out of your control. And you have the ability to send out additional requests, additional reminders, anything you want to send out in. And that's pretty much it.
We have a couple of really quick questions, please.
Yeah.
Ingrid. Ivana's asking, did you find that customers were still reluctant to click on the link in the email to make a payment?
No, actually, they weren't. We've had only one customer who's paid over the phone,
Okay.
but a lot of them are. I think it's because it's so professional and it's coming from Ballina Shire Council. We also did a bit of communication to our community saying, we're starting this payment portal. This is what will happen. We got our comms team to send out some information to our vendors to
Okay.
say this is coming.
That's great.
Yeah.
And was there any reason why you didn't choose to use Authority's e-service portal?
We we are using e-service portal, and we set up tiles on the community portal. So what we have found, especially with our food and health register, we have a number of different fees depending on our food. And when the customer clicks on the tile, the amount of money is blank and it's not very clear.
Right.
So then they click on the top and they've got to know their format account number. So we're talking about businesses, small businesses here who don't have time to, oh, where's my letter? Where's my format account? What does that mean? So they've got to get all that and then put that into the tile and then put a payment amount in. And that then sends them to B point. And then they're having to wait. Quite frankly, the receipt doesn't look very pleasant. We've, it doesn't look very professional. We've got our logo, we've got everything on there, and they're getting the receipt emailed straight away. And yeah, so that's the reason why we're moving away from the e-services. It's not friendly. It's not. It's definitely not modern.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
great. I think that's a good answer. Leslie's asking, is it imported from accounts receivable?
No, it's imported from the account. This one is imported from the payment requests in the registers. So we raise the payment requests and then we bring it in from the registers.
Okay, we've got a couple of more questions if we can. Is the receipt number a B point transaction number or the receipt number from the agency receipting API?
It's a B point transaction receipt number. And then when it comes into the agency receipting, it gives you the actual authority receipt number.
Okay. And can you set up automated reminders for the payments?
No, not that I know of. No.
Okay. And just to confirm, you export info out of Authority and import into this to utilize the reminders and payments. Is
Yes.
this the same for reconciliation getting this back into Authority?
So once the client pays the receipt, once they pay, the payment goes in through B point. It goes straight into the register, into the automatic receipt into the register. So there's no importing a file to do receipt update. So it's there as soon as they get paid, a minute later. So we don't have to do any reconciliation. And
Okay.
I've asked our finance team how this is going because they're the ones that have to marry up payments across Authority into their banking, and they're saying it's going really, really well. So I keep in touch with them all the time. They're very, very happy with it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to reverse an invoice, how would you do that?
I would say you would do I'm not sure about an invoice, but you would do a receipt reversal and reallocation in Authority, because that once it's in Authority, it becomes an Authority payment. So I'm not sure if anyone's aware of, you can do a receipt reversal and reallocation or receipt reversal. It then becomes an Authority process.
Okay, so Natasha's asking, is that through the API and in the register it changes the status to paid?
Yes, it changes the status to paid in the register
Okay.
once the payment is made.
Okay, we'll have two more quick questions and I think we'll have to keep moving. Can we request a copy of what the report would look like to import this payment into Authority? Maybe we can take that one offline and send it with the Q&A.
Probably offline with that one.
Yep,
Yeah.
sure. And what API are you using for receipting?
Well, the authority receipting.
Okay.
Everything is Authority as soon as it comes in. It's in very close partnership.
Fantastic. One last question. Do you use this for DA fees?
We are hoping futuristically to use it for DA fees. DA fees obviously are a bit more complicated, but I can definitely see a way that this can be used, because you are, at the end of the day, DA fees will be raised in authority as a payment request. So I can, it will be a little bit different, but it still will be able to manage it. Still be able to manage it. I'm confident.
Sorry, I thought I lied. There was one more. Do you still send payment requests to the debtors module?
We don't. We've never done that. We've never sent our payment request to debtors. Yeah, because we finances kind of said, no, we don't really want that hassle of having to produce invoices at the end of each month and stuff like that. And that's the reason why we started to think outside the box here. We thought, well, if you don't want to do invoicing, what else? We need something else. We need something better than RE services at the moment.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Ingrid.
Not a problem. I'll stop sharing now. Thank you.
Back to you, Alan.
Thank you, Ingrid, for that demonstration solution. I think this solution has 3 major points that I would like to emphasise. As you can see from the message flow, Ballina have closed the loop. The integration flows from the register fee payment request in the DD module to the digital form solution that we provided, to the customer, to BPoint, and then back into the register fee payment as an agency receipt. It's a closed loop, no missing piece, and it saves over 30 minutes on every payment transaction for the customer care team, and for the accountants. The second point is it's an excellent example of extending your ERP solution through an innovative use of digital forms. It utilises components of your ERP solution, such as fee creation, emails, payment processing, and agency receiving, to enhance the utility of your ERP solution by providing a usable process flow where you've closed an identifiable gap. And lastly, Ballina is using Drupal CMS to deliver the solution, and they started with an entry-level solution that provided this forms capability for less than $1,000 a month. So it's very achievable.